Let me tell you, this thing is just awesome to ride. How good is this motorcycle?
All aboard!
Like everyone's saying, that's got to go. It's quite a bizarre looking attachment there at the rear, but I guess something they've had to use to pass through regulations to get them road registered, but it just looks so cool with that chopped rear guard. So that's why you're running out a bit of real estate there, but they will design something. And I love these fat tyres. It's almost like a little fat bob in relation to the tyres, or even the fat boy's got a fat front tyre too. I absolutely love the look of. I've had a look at a couple of them and I thought there's no way I'd end up on one of these. I've done all that sports bike stuff, but let me tell you, this thing is just awesome to ride. How good is this motorcycle? It is so quick. Whoa! It is so quick. Motor is insane. Fuck, it's like a power band. Man, the thing just takes off. It's so good. So good. Look at that smile. Woo! Oh, you're alive. And I saw a couple of reviews on this bike that was saying that, you know, it was really bumpy and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you, it's actually not at all. The seat's quite comfortable. You know, I'm really impressed. I actually can't work out if that's actually spinning or what. But you can just see the takeoff. I'm just speechless. Now let me tell you, I've had some fast motorcycles outside the Harley range. I've had about 3, I think, BMW 1000RR motorcycles, race bikes. I've done a lot of track time and stuff like that. And this thing is very, very impressive. Tighten this helmet up. Crazy. It's so light, it's so easy. I feel like I'm sitting on the back of a push bike. You know, like, seriously. Look at this. It's just so easy to control, so light. I guess because I've had so many heavy bikes over the last few number of years that I've forgotten what a light motorcycle's like. But yeah, seriously, so impressive. So impressive. Wow, this one's on the hit list, I gotta tell you. But just listen to this, like a power band. Look at this, I'm doing 75, I'm in 4th gear. What's this? No gear change. There's nothing that needs to be said. Nothing that needs to be said. They're going to sell some units. They are going to sell some units, let me tell you now.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. Night makes right, so he said. But when he held all the keys over our head, I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me, take me on down the river where the kids can't find a red-handed sinner, on where the grave can't cry out, 'cause I done wrong down the river with a hand on a Colt and a finger on the trigger, and long before dawn they try to find me, so take me on down.
Hey guys, can I just say, stepping away from that was shot about 2 weeks ago, that review, and just upon doing this video I was reflecting and I thought I'll do this little snippet at the end. I didn't talk too much about the bike and I'm not going to go on about it. There's plenty of reviews if you want to know about every nut and bolt in the Sportster S. But here's my summary. This new Revolution Max 1250 motor, completely different obviously to the M8, so it's not your typical Harley-Davidson engine, that's for sure. What an amazing motor. It is the same motor that's in the Pan America, that they've obviously put in a motorcycle that's probably half its weight, or somewhere thereabouts. So, you know, performance is absolutely amazing. I actually found it relatively comfortable. Keep in mind that I only went on it for about 20 minutes or something like that. So who's the buyer for this bike? In my opinion, for me, I think this motorcycle would be directed at somebody who's a city or around town rider, or potentially someone like myself. Just make sure my wife's not listening. But yeah, someone like myself who's got a big bike and I want a small bike. So, you know, that would potentially who I'd see is it's a day riding bike. I had a discussion with one of my staff members who's looking at buying his first Harley-Davidson, and he's absolutely in love with this Sportster S. And you know, and I was just saying to him, to have that as a solo bike would limit you in respect of touring. So, you know, for a similar price point, maybe a little bit more, I'd probably be looking at the Fat Bob, because that one you can put your docking hardware onto and luggage up and etc, etc. Obviously a smaller fuel tank as well. Not sure of the range, but I'd be guessing you're probably pushing 150, maybe 180 kilometers maximum out of a tank would be my guess. Don't quote me, but you know, whereas if you stepped up into sort of a Fat Bob that was a good town bike, but also you get on the highways with, you've also got a larger tank out of that as well. But very, very impressive. Revolution Max motor, wow. First time I tried it, and it'd be a great second bike for me. Just saying, it really would.
So